So if I am going to set out on a weight loss journey, one strategy to help lose weight is to build muscle.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then what do I do if I look at the scale and I'm trying to lose weight? And I'm doing that by building muscle. The scale's going in the wrong direction. My clothes are fitting a little tighter. How do I overcome that? Because that's a challenge I hear women say. It's like, now my booty is a little bigger and I put my skinny jeans on and they don't feel as good. And the scale's gone in the opposite direction. And now what do I do?
The scale is a liar. That's what I tell people all the time. The scale is a liar because yes, muscle mass weighs more than fat. That is correct. But over time, it'll take up less space. So you want to think about it. You're efficiently utilizing the space in which you had for muscle, and you may see a transient change in your weight. But I want you to focus in on the benefits you're doing for your body and stay the course. We're unfortunately we're a society that's very fixated on the number and not on metabolic health. And I think we have to kind of reframe those thoughts to understand that, yes, maybe my weight is up a little higher than I want it to be. It could be so many things that impact your weight gain from day to day. First of all, stop weighing yourself every day. I think that's like the best, go by the way your clothes fit, or set aside a week, one day out of the week or 1 or 2 days out of the month when you weigh yourself. The rest of the time, put the scale away. The scale is a liar. Yeah. And I think it creates more psychological stress, and, we focus on the wrong things.
But I have to stop you there too, because I'm thinking about the last time you and I talked, and you said, you're a grown ass woman and stop snacking. And, we put that, the Resetter podcast has a YouTube channel. We put that little clip. People loved it. So now I know you were like, what did I say? Yeah. But I have to say, I'm going to say it now. You're a grown ass woman. Put the flipping scale away. It is not teaching you what you need to know about your metabolic health.
And it's not reinforcing good habits. And I know everyone thinks I'm really nice, and I am very nice, but there's a lot of snark deep down. And that's where that must have come from. I must have been feeling a little bit feisty that day.
It's awesome. I love it. That's why I want to highlight it. It's just, it was a great conversation, and you were like really passionate, and the statement was great. So
I think there are far too many women that fixate on that number on the scale, and they lose out on their life. It's like, toss the scale, let that, you just need to let that die. Let the scale die, and the scale is a liar. And if you start to understand that comes from a place of love, I literally don't weigh myself. I mean, occasionally I have to, because I go to a doctor's office and I'm required to step on their scale, but it's not healthy. It's not even healthy for me to do it all the time. I have a couple of friends who weigh themselves every day, and their whole day is mitigated on whether they're up or down.
It's a control issue, though. I have to say, as somebody who spent 20 years of my life hopping on the scale every morning, I had to really let go of that. Okay, my weight is okay today. I'm okay today. Or, I'm not okay today. I better change my lifestyle. So if we don't have that as a measurement, what do you think is a good measurement of metabolic health?
Well, I mean, if we're just saying within the confines of your home, I think that we all have that pair of pants or that pair of jeans that lets us know that we're either headed in the right direction or we're not headed in the right direction. When it comes to markers of metabolic health, I mean, I could talk about those labs till the cows come home, because I think there are so many options now for women. But I think having a continuous glucose monitor and being really honest with yourself, or if that's not within your budget, having a glucometer. In fact, more often, I would say 99.9% of the time when I work with women, that's one of the first things I recommend, because I'm like, I don't know what's going on with your blood sugar, and I need to know. I want to know what's going on at nighttime. I want to know what's going on during the daytime. And this doesn't just apply to middle-aged women. This is everyone. We are in a public health crisis threat in terms of metabolic flexibility. And it's time for us to step up and adult. And part of adulting is getting curious about what's going on with your blood sugar, because most of us are we're unaware that we're insulin resistant. And if we're insulin resistant, guess what isn't going to change? Yeah. It won't change. And so I think part of full-on adulting, if you will, is being aware of what your blood sugar is doing and the response to stress, sleep, nutrition, exercise. The irony, Mindy, is in the midst of all this book brouhaha, all the podcasting and media stuff I've been doing, I trend my blood sugar, and I think it's out of excitement. It goes up, there's a little bit of cortisol goes up, my insulin and blood sugar go up, but it's really fascinating to watch. I don't normally have as many blips on my CGM, but now I do, because I'm like, I can see why that happens. But the point is, the more you know, the better choices you
Yeah.
can make. And I think for a lot of women, they assume, irrespective of their age, they can eat whatever they want. Well, those days are gone, ladies. You
Yeah.
can't just eat whatever you want. You have to be conscientious. And it's not to suggest that Mindy and I don't eat fun foods. I just don't eat them very often. And my kind of catchphrase lately has been, if you can't moderate, you eliminate. And I think that really rings true for a lot of people. Are like, I don't keep gluten-free cake, cookies. I don't keep any of that stuff in my house. You know why? Because I can't moderate. So I just eliminate. It makes it much easier, much easier.
That's a great, as somebody who has an all-in personality, I should probably use that as my own mantra.